Chinnappa, manager, hearing impaired person.
Your education is diploma in computer science. You have a wife and 2 children, 5 years and 6.
Shamala Deshpande, President HR.
In 2005, Shanti from Enable India came and approached us and told us about the work that she's doing, and was really urging us, saying that Cafe Coffee Day is such a large organization and we should hire a couple of people in our offices and try out inclusion as part of our agenda. When we started doing that, I said, Shanti, it's a job which is a hard job. It's a 10-hour shift. They have to stand. So I think if they have any physical disability, then it would be challenging, and the person's energy levels in this kind of a job might be difficult to sustain. The next, through a process of elimination, we said if they're visually impaired, then a lot of work at the cafe is about touch, feel, and making products. So that would be difficult. Then we zoned in on hearing impaired, and brewmaster job was what we zoned in on.
Ramakrishnan, Head Marketing.
We don't do it as a part of as a CSR or any social service or anything like that. It is just that we need people, and there are people.
Pia Bose, Senior Manager, HR.
So one of the initial challenges was how to integrate. So we did the cafes where we have employed the hearing impaired staff. They went through a training, including a sign language training. The managers went through a training so that they are able to help in case there is a issue at the inside, among the team.
Yeah, it took us about 2 to 3 months to stabilize the initiative in Bangalore, gain acceptance and show a degree of success, because we also wanted buy-ins from cafe managers, and we wanted them to feel good about this initiative.
The first batch did very well. So then we have taken subsequent batches almost every year. I think in 2010 we took 2 batches. So 2010 we had about 50 hearing impaired staff across the country.
Very quickly spoke to our teams in the largest cities, which is Delhi, Bombay and Calcutta, and said that, hey, this is something which has worked. Is this something that you would like to? We gave them the choice, would you like to implement it? And I think everyone was willing to give it a try. That was the best part, and they owned the initiative. There was a question mark in one of the regions, which was Delhi, saying that, what if this doesn't work? We're not, while we as managers want to do this, we're not very sure how our supervisors and our cafe managers would they be as sensitive as we are? So we spoke to Enable India, and we flew down to Delhi, and we did a half-a-day sensitization workshop for the cafe managers. We were very clear that the transfer of learning has to happen not only from Coffee Day, but through Enable India on the issues of settling them in, the counseling, the training, etc.
Meghna Mathur Jadhav, Senior Manager, People and Process.
So there's 2 things that we did. First, we created a video on the organization by using a person who was differently abled, and using sign language we created a video that spoke about the organization, the vision, the values and the role of an individual in the cafe. For the other trainings, we involve them in the same training programs that we have for our other team members, and what we do differently is we focus more on the practicals. So we give them all the material so that they can read, and then we do more role plays and more demonstrations with them, because that is how they are able to pick it up.
We actually had the same processes for performance management for hearing impaired as others. Like I said, we didn't want them to be treated very separately. We wanted them to be treated just as other employees. So instead of doing a appraisal, by talking, we designed written tests for them. We actually gave them feedback in writing, and they responded in writing. So it worked pretty well. Then there was, a couple of them who completed 2 to 3 years in the organization, and they had learned all the tasks. They were very good, whether it was in stock keeping or making cafes, and were able to, gel with their teams. And actually communicate without speaking and get work done. And then we said, this is all that a manager needs to know, needs to do. So why don't we look at these people as managers? So I think today we have about 3-4 managers working with us.
I have two types of duties, work. In the front, okay, for example, maybe one cappuccino has not been given, maybe the bill has not been given, so he will make sure, he will say thank you. And also supervising the cleaning and housekeeping. Okay, when things are not, everything has to be clean. In the back office, I do the checking of stock, indent material and reports.
Vinay S., City Manager, Operations.
He also even tells me, sir, I think this wall is faded, I want some painting to be done. You know, that kind of caring, that kind of maturity that I have seen him. And this is not 1 day, 2 days, every time he's worried about the hygiene and customers. He says he's a regular customer. Once he was even telling, he's a regular customer, sir, I'll take the order.
There was a Bharat Bandh recently. It was closed. You must go there. That's what I wanted to work. So I reached. There was no bus. Oh, you took a private van. I came, and then you came to the coffee day. Little bit late. Okay, you came in the evening. Afternoon. Okay, yeah. And then some people started coming. One slow. Okay, I gave a coffee. No problem. Slowly, 2, 3. After some time, I was surprised. Many people came. Okay, wow. How to work? Only 2 of us were there. Okay, so the other person's staff, you make the bill. I will make the cold and hot drinks behind. I'll help you serve. Okay, no problem. Okay, food you manage. Okay, self, take it. We'll share the work. Excellent. Worked hard, fast. Kept giving, went on giving the coffees in the last. No lunch, worked. I was surprised. Sale was more, 25,000. Tired.
Vinod, Chinnappa's team member.
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಕೆಫೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ವೀಕ್ 2 ವೀಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರೇನೋ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಅದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಏನೋ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಂಗೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Before, you didn't understand speech. You were not understanding. You would ask the team to, what are they asking? You started trying to understand the speech. You learned the lip reading, and then you could understand cappuccino. Okay, they're saying cafe frappe. Then he used to tell the team cafe frappe. You developed, and then you understood. So some of these signs have been made only for coffee day. Cappuccino, the cap for cappuccino, L for latte. Oh, that's devil's own. I like that. Coffee, frappe. Okay. Kapi Nirvana.
The next level for him would be an area manager, as per our hierarchies. So area manager would be a little challenging for him. We can create some kind of other designation, or we have, for example, presently he is working in a cafe with 20,000 business or something. Maybe a much more size, much more volume cafes are there. We can always keep accommodating him.
Annually, we conduct, on the occasion of World Disability Day, we conduct a competition for all employees, and this is done at all the cities, 8 or 9 cities where they work with us. And we do invite their families, to watch the event. And we've actually had, it was very emotional that we had parents breaking down and telling us that when the kid won their competitions or participated, we actually never knew that my child had this kind of potential and was able to actually win a prize or be on a stage.
Ramachandar Raman, Senior General Manager, Food and Beverage.
Cafe Coffee Day has this yearly barista championship, and in the last couple of years we have had actually a couple of these differently able people participating.
So you got a prize. Okay. Best enthusiastic. Okay. Why? You're giving an example. 4 judges. Oh, they were looking how I was behaving. I was working not with a sad face. No, I was working with, it is very important to work with a smile. So I was doing everything happily, serving to everybody.
Even we have seen in the outlets where there are hearing impaired staff, the team is extremely motivated.
From a perspective of how other employees, some of my colleagues, how they look at this, I think all of them enjoy a sense of pride in saying that my company is doing this and my company is providing opportunities to the differently abled and stuff. The second aspect of this is that how do they look at it as an opportunity for themselves? Fundamentally, they believe that a person who's differently abled or who has some amount of shortcomings, if they are provided opportunities to go far in terms of winning awards or going to different competitions and growing in the organization, that gives a kind of huge morale boost for somebody else who's probably come from, let's say, a difficult background or probably a smaller town, etc., to say, if he can make it, if he has made it, then it's definitely an opportunity for me to make it.
There were quite a few customer emails which says that they liked and they congratulated CCD on taking up the initiative of diversity in the workforce.
So we currently are doing a job analysis to look at what are the disabilities that we can work with for the vending technical role. I think you should just believe in the initiative and just go with it. Don't think too much. Don't over-engineer the initiative. I believe that if you trust your instincts and if you believe your people will reciprocate and the employees will deliver, don't differentiate, just do it and it will work. Do it on a small scale and you will be pleasantly surprised with the successes. And I think anything good has a very magical quality to it and it spreads by itself.
No rest, must work hard and do the work with a smile.